Hi everyone. Mistakes were made. We didn't record any audio for this video coming up, so I've dubbed over it. Enjoy trying to watch me impersonate me. Hi, and welcome to Shining Force 3, Scenario 3, the final chapter, Shining Force Forever. We've just saved Median from the Bulls of Mind Control, and we're here to find out what happened next in this beautifully big cathedral. Has the Bolsum sect been active in the southern region? Yes, they've been all over the place in the southern region. They've really been running a little ragged. Yes, but because of them, we have developed a strong friendship amongst us. It's a consequence they never expected. That's because your destinies are bound, because you are Jumsei. I never considered that these events could be linked by destiny. Yes, Synbios, that's why I'm here to guide you, even though you look like a dark priest. So this is the Remo Test Cathedral. King Benetrim, you knew of this place? King Benetrim knows a lot he doesn't tell us. I'm still a little unsure about his sketchiness. I am the navigator, Gracia. This is the sort of thing I should know. Benetrim, the navigator. We wish to offer the legendary expedition as much help as we can for the battle with Bolsum. What do you wish of us? I've told everyone to reach the Bolsum Temple. All three armies must carry out their missions. Let's hear from the leaders of each army and form a strategy for the battle with Bolsum. There are still some in our army that haven't been promoted to the Force of Light. That's a red flag. That makes me think I need to grind. Everyone's promotion to the Force of Light is necessary to reach our full potential in the final battle. We need more time to accomplish this. I was really on the fence if I was going to take some time to grind before the final battle or just go in with what I have. But the game is literally telling us, hey, you need to go grind. So that's what's going to happen. Currently, my army would surely be defeated by the Bolsum sect because we all haven't attained the Force of Light promotion either. And you guys have felt firsthand the fury of the Julian Force. Everyone's promotion to the Force of Light is necessary to reach our full potential in the final battle. Please grind. What about the Julian army? Are you prepared for the final battle? We are 100% not doing any grinding with the Julian army. We're ready to go. The Julian army appears ready. I can also give the blessing for your promotions into the Force of Light. I will perform the ceremony so Gracia can get some rest. Let the preparations begin. And the game at this point is basically going, hey, go grind. Starting with the Synbios army. So, at this point, I'm just going to point out, we've been recording audio because the audio did not record for me when I did this live. And this is just the game telling me, hey, there's a cathedral where you can grind. And at this point, we are just going to think about making preparations for the final area. We've kind of got to get the Synbios force set up, ready to go, decide who's going to be in the Synbios force, because it's been a while since we've actually looked at the Synbios force. And here's our first look at the Synbios force, and, well, they're all dead. And they're all dead because I killed them all with Julian a few recordings back. So we're going to have to go resurrect these guys, and it's worth pointing out, look at that. We have the Ebelsum Orb right there. Do you remember ye old Ebelsum Orb? We used to cast it to take care of enemies and their dark magic and their barriers. And we've never had to do that in Scenario 3. Even though we've been fighting all these devils, it just hasn't been a thing. Also, if you look on the screen right now, you're seeing Donteris, and you're seeing that Gale Lance that is still broken. So not fixing items has been a bane of the existence of this force in my playthroughs forever. There's been a an underlying theme that I've kept upon ourselves when using Gracia. He has Swift Boots, and I never ever repair them, and I go, oh my god, why can't I remember this? And just look, this started in Scenario 1, as we have Don Terrace, who went into the final battle of the game with a broken Gale Lance. And it would have really helped us if we had that Gale Lance, as that Gale Lance casts support level 2, and improves us tremendously. And now we're just going to take a look at some of our units that we haven't seen in a long time. So I gotta admit, this is odd. It's been slowing me down to sort of try to prepare some sort of running commentary. And then we're also going to do some grinding in this episode, and we're going to edit that together. But right now, we're walking around, and we're just trying to find our bearings on where the heck we're supposed to go. Because there should be an area to grind, and like I've said, we need to revive this whole force. And it's a big improvement that this game has made, in that you no longer have to wait for the entire revival music before you can revive another character. One of the issues with the first Shining Forces is you go to revive a character and you'd have to listen to this 5 to 10 second long do 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 I'm reviving a character song, and that is not how it goes. I can't remember how it goes, but you'd have to, if you had a bunch, it would be like, look, we're reviving these characters in what, 30 seconds maybe. This would take about a minute, maybe even 2 minutes in the previous games. Though I must admit, it has been a long time since I have had to revive an entire force in those games. But now we've got everybody resurrected, and one of the things here is you can take control of each one of these people's forces and look at their unit. Like if I went and talked to Julian right now, I could look at the Julian force. Or I could look at the Median force as well, if I went and talked to Median. Which we're going to do. So right here, we are at the tactical bases for each of these units. So if we go into Synbios or Median, we get to see all of their forces. And here we are, revisiting the Median force, often known as the force that chases Synbios around. It often felt like in Scenario 2 that the whole point of Scenario 2 was, hey, let's go find Synbios. What's Synbios doing? And here we're going to talk to David, who's just sitting there, pumping iron, getting even more swole. It's a little unappreciated. I mean, he throws spears and tomahawk axes, so you don't get to see his strength, but he is yoked. And here's our underwhelming robot. And we get to see Penn bouncing around in the corner back there. Just some good nostalgia of the people we've met before. And now we're going to head into the Synbios camp, and we're going to do some preparations. We've got to select our team. I think we've got to do some inventory management. Also, I think we're finding out right now, Duke Palsis is not here. So the person that we would talk to organize your inventory is somewhere else entirely. So hopefully he's here, and hopefully we can look through our inventory. So here we asked for some advice, just basically to get a bit more dialogue in the game. So I think now we are transferring our party. We're going to think about who comes into our party for the final battle. And it's going to require a bit of thinking, because there are certain units on our team, Justin, Khan, who are just so underleveled, possibly even Horst. Justin and Khan, who are so underleveled, they can't come. Now, admittedly, I had no idea how easy grinding was going to be. It's something we found out after this. I could have brought these units. I could have brought Justin, Khan, Horst. I could have brought anybody. But we're just sitting here deciding on our force. So I think the big inflection point here is deciding between our ninjas. Do we bring Murasaim or do we bring Hogna? And yeah, I know, mispronunciations are my specialty. And I think it comes down to spells. Who has better spells? And I think Hogna has sleep and something else, whereas Murasaim has blaze and slow and resist. He has sleep and D-Soul. Sleep and D-Soul are both they're better spells than anything Murasaim has, but they're also roll the dice level spells, which can help you out in a jam. Like if you got a bunch of characters who are asleep or you're surrounded, getting some enemies to sleep is phenomenal. Getting D-Soul to land on them takes them out. But I've always been a fan of predictability over rolling the dice. Even if rolling the dice technically has a statistical value that comes out better. So we end up taking Murasaim over Hogna. And more or less because Murasaim has blaze, he has resist, and I think he has slow, and he has spells that are gonna matter for us. Frank is my boy. We were just looking over Frank there. Frank is phenomenal. I think there's an argument to be made that maybe we should have brought Finding into the party and maybe sat out Sybil. But also, I'm not really big into the flyers. So we've got our party set, and I think now we are looking for the Justice Sword to give that to Synbios. We got this sword. Look at how paltry. It's only a +1 attack. We got this sword by saving the refugees in Scenario 1. And we fought long and hard to save the refugees in Scenario 1. To a point where it was frustratingly difficult. I can't remember how it went because it was a long time. But I know it probably was lots of saves, lots of trial and error. All for a sword. All for a sword that's just... really? It's nothing. So, I think this is probably the time to point out Scenario 6 MVP, which I forgot to do on this recording. Our Scenario 6 MVP is 1000% Marky.
You're as cold as ice. You're willing to sacrifice our love.
Once she got Freeze 4, she just became someone who obliterated all of the competition while also being an interesting character. She's got that archetype of being the bad person who turns good, that Vegeta, that Piccolo. I do know there are more things other than Dragon Ball Z that use that trope, but that's just a trope I know. So it's got a place in my heart, and she's also got a bit of the Enchantress from the Thor comics vibes. She just hits me in a lot of ways, but we're not talking about why she's interesting here. We are talking about why she's the MVP. And pretty much once she got Blaze, or once she got Freeze 4, we just ended up rolling all throughout all the enemies and everything. It was fantastic. Really, that started in Chapter 5 when we got that for Galm, but it just continued. So, congrats, Marky, on coming through and being our stud unit. Now we're just looking at our Orichalcums, because we're going to have to make some Orichalcums. The next few videos are going to end up being a case where we grind and prep before we come up to a final battle, which is probably going to involve all the force in some way. And now, I think we're just going out and looking for that grind spot to see where we can find it. And nope, it's not out here in the town. But look, as you're out in this town, you can see the standard villagers are all just bulls and monks, dressed like that. and it's really interesting just to see a town of them. But it appears we have found the place to grind, and I'm happy because recording this live commentary is different and weird than how I usually do it. So, we remember where we started. We're gonna throw to the montage of all of us getting prepped for the final battle.
Teach me. I can do it. Are you ready? I'm ready.
What a long, strange journey it has been. My god, that feeling I had when I opened the last video that I recorded, pressed play, and heard saw me talking in the corner with my mouth flapping, blah 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 blah, and nothing coming out. Oh, I wanted to crawl into a corner and just stay there for a bit. But we recovered it. We recorded the audio over top of it. I don't know how that's going to play out. We'll see. But we have got to the point now. We've taken our force. We've leveled everyone who matters up to level 20. And we're going to be promoting our characters to the light. So let's see how that goes. We've got a few classes here who we haven't promoted yet. So if we look, we've never promoted a Cavalier. It'd be interesting to see what Don Terrace comes from. We've never promoted a Gladiator, because unfortunately our Lion Warrior, Leon, who I'm not even sure he is a Gladiator, we never got him promoted. We haven't had a Master Monk, so it'll be interesting to see what they become. Steam Knight, I have no idea what a Steam Knight becomes. Does it become like a Knight Paladin? A Steam Paladin? Wolf Baron? Oh, you're already a Wolf Baron, Frank. I thought you were going to be a Wolf Man who promoted to Wolf Baron. We got some ninjas, or a ninja. What do you promote to? Super Ninja? Oh god, I think Ninja to Super Ninja is the path of promotion that we take in the Shining Force 1 GBA remake when we promote Hanzo to Super Ninja. I could be wrong. Alright, let's see. In the name of I will summon the light, I grant the blessing to the deserving ones. Whoa, oh, wow, they're just, they're giving them to us all at once. They're not wasting any time. It's unceremonious. We're promoted. Let's go. We got Synbios to Light Apostle, Donteris to Paladin, Mascarin to High Wizard, Grace to Bishop, Hayward to a Bowmaster, Albright to Baron. It's funny, I am playing Shining Force 2 and I'm also writing up some Shining Force 2 content, and I've been thinking about Gladiators and Barons a little bit, even just before we just like pushed play on the stream, so it's interesting to see Baron come back up. Irene to Fist Master. Oh my god, Irene is a Fist Master. Sybil to Paladin, Noon to High Wizard, Ratchet to Steam Baron, Frank promoted to Berserker. Berserker? That's interesting. I would not have expected Berserker for you. And Murasame to Master Ninja. Oh, I guess we get to see new and improved. How are you? Oh. Force of Light of the Legendary Expedition. From now on, you will be called the Shining Force. Troublesome, please bless the Shining Force with victory. That's it. That's the name. Oh, no. Synbios, no. I don't like this look. No, oh god. Did you have like short little arms? Okay, I'm sitting here going, oh, do you have like short little arms? I have short little arm sleeves right now too. But like, oh no, it looks like you have a vest? I don't, oh, you kind of look like Vaughn? Oh no. Oh no. Let's look at our faces. You look a little more grown up. Oh, that is not a good face right there. That looks like somebody made that in under 2 minutes. That's a beautiful face, Masquerade. A beautiful face for a beautiful wizard. Acceptable. Acceptable. It's a pretty low quality face. That's pretty good, Hayward. Albright, you look meaner. You look a little leaner like a Baron would be. We're gonna go with a B+ effort on that one. Oh, what's going on with these faces? That looks bad. Like these, like, if I didn't know any better, I would say these are faces thrown in by the translation team. And someone who's not doing the official art of the game is doing this. That's, Sybil. It's a nice face. It just doesn't look like Sybil. Noon, solid. A+ work here. Good stuff on Noon. Ratchet, Steam Baron. Ratchet, that's solid. That's a solid picture of Ratchet. A+. Frank. B. Looks a little bit like... We're gonna do a B. Murasame, that's alright. But some of these faces are less than great. But that's it. We're gonna stop our video here. Well, not here. We're gonna talk a little bit more. So we're gonna come back next video, pretty much do the same thing with Medean's Force. We're gonna pick our party. We're gonna do a training montage. We're gonna get them promoted, and perhaps we'll go out on the town and look around, or we'll save that for a longer video. Who knows? Might be a bit coming out because my wife and I will be working Fan Expo next weekend, so I won't have much time to record. Fan Expo Toronto. If you want to see her work, stop by table A382, and she's a wonderful crafter, artist. She does a whole whack of stuff. Very creative person. Anyway, we'll see you guys next time. I'm not going to save until I make sure the stupid video has recorded audio. Bye, everyone.